Where are we connecting to stream? Should be good. Should be good right now. Nice. Let's get our chart up and going. Perfect. We can see everything pretty efficiently. Okay. But basically, I'm going to let this set up. You guys should join if you are not already. We'll start this in about 5 minutes. It is 7:30 right now. Market structure is doing its thing. But yeah, we're not going to spend too much time here. We will just let this develop. I do want to know if you guys have any charts, send them through on the Discord. That way we can go through, take a look at them, see what's happening on the charts. I may take some other trades on the pound X pairs depending on when we actually get out of this one. I have to go get some water. This is for the end of last week. What does that say I'm doing? Streaming? Okay, cool. But yeah, let's keep things going. Gonna let this develop for a little. I will be right back. Let me just set this up, get this going. Let me grab the link for this. But yeah, I'm going to go grab some water. I'll keep a lookout for your chats if you guys do send anything through. Just be waiting on this. We're going to rise about, 23 more pips up to the upside. Gonna give it some time. I will go through and explain our actual reasoning for this entry and a few other trades that we actually took, but we're in the euro pound long right now from the main area of the support. Let's check out 30-minute real quick so you can see what's happening. We are still facing some type of resistance, but let's just see how price deals with this if we do break to new lows or to new highs. But yeah, BRB. Yes, 30-minute time frame. Let's just start up. Five-minute time frame view. Got 2 minutes and a half left on this candle. Eventually, I would imagine by 9 o'clock, so in an hour and a half, call it, at the start of the New York session, I would imagine that we get to our target area by then at least, or within that first hour. Not really any expectations and things just like that, but given that we would have a new hour coming, momentum at the new hour, things like that. But I'm just setting up here, and then once I have everything set up, let's dive fully into this chart. Let's play a game of chess. Let's break things down. Are making some moves pretty nicely, even if you look at the 1 minute. Just a bit of consolidation in the market. Need to break above this area. This area was holding from yesterday. Fell. Now we're back at that area for a retest of psychology. So either we do the same thing we did yesterday, or we do something new, and either we can stay at this area and just consolidate, or we can go up to the resistance above. Either or, but we have to keep in mind of the higher time frame. When I did show this to everybody in the Discord from the weekly time frame and the daily time frame, like, you just have way clearer structure here. Friday was breakout, Monday was retest of support. Today, Tuesday, we're back. We haven't done it yet, but we do have ways to make a new high and then at least go to the previous resistance. And this has been being marked up week by week in the Discord. Let's just go down. We have our alert set, so we know like where price would alert us if we get to any significant areas. And then other than that, let's just touch into the Discord for a little. Red. But yeah, as I was just saying, here's some trades we took in the Discord. Basically, we can just see some of them started off, and we have the profit. So the time is marked and everything like that. So you get to see how I'm actually following up with this. I believe this is towards the end of the week. So even just trades like this, they came through for the profit. And the week ended 10 trades, 6 wins, 4 losses. 23 R for this week. This was one of the better weeks. One of the better weeks this month. Though last month did have some good weeks as well. Closed at about 60 R for the month. So far, we are about 30, 31 R, something just around there. As we do a total tally at the end of this week, because this is last week of the month. But yeah, about 60% win rate, gained 421 pips. And from there, we have been just following up. So we took one bullish trade here, 2 bullish trades. These all failed. And then here we were taking the attempt on a buy stop to go long. And we never actually triggered into our opportunity. And because of that and the new day coming, I know that there's high spreads, there's high volatility with the new day and things just like that, and I'm dealing with pretty tight stop losses. So I will remove the position going into the new day and add it back in later. So there I have the EG trade for long being entered, and I should actually update this with the new chart, but I haven't covered it or anything yet. We're just still progressing. And this was from, what is that, 11 p.m. last night? 11 p.m. last night. And so we need to just really take this up about 20 pips, 21 pips, 22 pips, covering the spread, things like that. But yeah, I also want to get you guys to send your charts over into the Discord. That way we can go over them together. Let's see what opportunities are currently on the table, what you guys can capitalize on seeing me do, what I can capitalize on seeing, you guys share. We can all do this together. But apart from that, also have to run a game of chess. Chess is definitely a good thing that, well, I think everybody should be playing. Something that's going to help prevent Alzheimer's, keep your brain sharp. Think a few moves ahead. You should always be thinking at least 5 to 15 steps ahead. At least. Okay, so let's run this game. I'm not going to say I'm good either. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I play and I practice, try to stay sharp. This guy has a higher score than me. He's from India. I'm not gonna lie. People from India, they be playing pretty good. They be playing pretty good. I already know this guy's trying to move this whole thing out. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. 996. Can we go all the way? Was that check that I just heard? $997. We have 13 minutes until the new hour comes in. And we have quite a bit of hits in this area. 1 second. He took my what? Oh. Yeah, great. I fucked up. He had a really good opening, I'm not gonna lie. Well, regardless. Oh, there he goes. Keeping this piece, keeping this piece. Look at that, that's progress. Not really. We have to close above 03. I feel like the rook is going to be gone nonetheless. He's going to take the rook or the knight. And if I leave the rook there, he's just going to have the option to take the rook as well. This one's open for grabs. Yeah, he's bullying me at this point. Bullying me bad at this point. But what I was going to say about this is I was going to show we have this resistance area, right? Price is having a hard time in this area and being past this area. But apart from that, what do we have? So in all times, all in this case here for the structure that we have, we've come up to this area multiple times and have just rejected from this area back to the downside, or at least stopped going up. Right? So it went down from that point in time. We did come back up, and we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 slight rejections of there, and finally coming back up. We do want to see a closure above that 0.023. A closure above that 0.023 level will be something new. Basically a new place that we haven't been in a long time, just because we haven't been able to get any type of close. Boom, boom, boom. That's a risk. I shouldn't take this because he's going to take me with this. Better if I just take this. But yeah, if we can close above that red line, it's somewhere we haven't been for a little while, which can give us more of a lead to follow to the upside, but only if we get there. Hosed in again. Dun dun dun. That's his foolish move. Oh, and that's my loss. Normally I would play just one game or 2 games a day and do some other things, but yeah, we are gonna wrap up the live stream shortly. I know we don't have a lot of progress that's happened as of yet, The market is just in a state of consolidation. In 8 minutes, we have the new hour coming in, which will be great. Can stay for a few minutes of that, see how market structure deals with it. Well, we need a break. We need about 20 pips advancement on this. $20. Would we get it? Or will we have to just cover somewhere else? Cover down at the support area. Let's see something. So remember in the Discord, we actually lost a few positions. We lost a few positions. Let me just share this one moment. Let's just get this going full-fledged. That is a crazy revelation, but yeah, over in the Discord, we do have things there, things shared, and things available. I wanted to go back over into the weekly charts that we've been sharing. So for some of them, I've mentioned that, the weeks have been bearish. Let's just take a look at some of the things just like this. So GN, beautiful fall, beautiful fall. If we go to the other one, we have our supports marked out. We came through those. Same thing for the level above. We have these things marked out. If you can just apply top-down analysis to your what you have going on already, it'll be a great advantage. There's certain things that you can apply to your technical analysis. That's what I mainly focus on. I don't really use the news. The only thing I'll use the news for nowadays when I'm looking at it, like why it's there, is simply it allows me to know when there might be added volatility into the market. I'm not going to say it's always associated with the news. It's not always news means volatility or brings volatility. There's times where there's no news and there's volatility, and there's times where there is news and there's no volatility. News, no volatility, no news, volatility. The market is that place where you do get a whole bunch of both situations occurring in the market. So, I just function without the news and just use the technical analysis, and it's something like top-down analysis that adds to the reliability of things, to go in the main direction of the flow of things, be a trend follower in this case. We have 3 minutes left of the hour, 2.5 minutes. And then let me just do one thing, and I'm going to touch on why we actually got into this trade. So I showed that we rejected from the resistance. If I go into Discord and we go to the most recent EJ trade setup, what do we have? Don't mind me just living my early morning life. But here we have our our support and resistance marked out for EG, and we've just been having bullish candles over the last 3 days. We're above this moving average. The moving average is not important, but it is there in this case. I was showing something to someone else and we had that on. It just happened to stay on. We drew this box in, the red line box, a few weeks ago, just to show that we were in a little bit of state of consolidation. But yeah, we have been making our way. Let's go to the previous one to take a look at. So yeah, we broke out from there, rejecting that area of support in the middle there, back up to the resistance, and from there we've broken out. And so as I've mentioned, EG, just as mentioned last week, we're looking for this price to raise up, breaking above the boxed resistance, the red line resistance. We broke above that. And then it says we did have that experience breaking through the resistance, which would be that one there. And with Friday's candle, so Friday's candle broke through, which it's Friday. You have to think of like the psychology of the days. Monday was, we will call a counter trend day. We can really call it a counter trend day after the end of the week. But if you just take a look at it, even last week Monday, because I was showing this with someone else as well. But last week Monday is this red candle as well. Then we have the rest of the candles going in the direction of the main trend. Monday was a counter trend day. Not to say every Monday is going to be a counter trend day, but when we actually are able to understand the psychology of the day, when we have a weekend or a long weekend, when we get back to the Monday day, that's going to be one of the slowest days for business. That's going to be one of the roughest days for business. It's only when Tuesday comes, Wednesday come, do you start, get more into the groove of, your daily job, whatever it is. Things become more efficient as Friday comes. Yeah, we are just moving along with this. Went to new highs just a little of like 05. Now we have this area of support below us, which is good. And it's 8 o'clock right now. So it was that 8 o'clock candle that, no, incorrect. This current candle, this red candle is the current candle. And so, yeah, we'll just see with the market structure. It's a good thing that we've raised above, that we closed above the resistance. Now that resistance will act as support. But for reason for entry, what was I saying in the Discord? So going into next week, we look for price to continue raising at least to the next resistance above. The resistance interaction above to determine what the market strength is with the pound at that point in time. So when we get up to that next resistance, then we can determine, are we getting red candles at this area, or is there just a bullish candle going straight through? Do we get a lot of bullish momentum? Does the momentum slow down? Is it just indecision type things occurring here? Things have to happen. Like a doji candle or an engulfing candle is not necessarily interesting to me unless it's at an area of interest or at a support and resistance zone, right? So those things have to line up for me to then go a step further in, make sure my risk to reward is proper. right? If my risk to reward isn't adding up, then I can't be taking the trade. And it's just part of the top-down analysis that I was mentioning earlier, to have this daily perspective going up, and then I can be on this 30-minute, 15-minute time frame, taking my opportunities to the upside. So you guys seen that I just drew this one in, but when that wasn't there, this is our main support. So we have that look of the daily, right? And generally we are going from main area to main area, right? Always going between, right? Sometimes we do end up stopping in the middle, and then we can end up putting a support and resistance line there to say that there is an area of conflict there. But when we are taking our trades, we're going to take our best opportunities from these areas, right? So in that case, I would take my best trade here, and I would take my best trade here and around these areas. Now, I know from what we just seen and what I remember when we took trades for earlier in the week, so yesterday, some of the trade opportunities were mid-zone. They were in fact mid-zone, but you just also have to be aware of the risk that you're taking for your trades. And so we had this opportunity around here that we tried to capitalize on. Price fell through, and we ended up being able to get into an opportunity around here. Now, the reason for around here is we basically just see the classic stuff. If you have if you have the initiate trading package that is offered on the Pip Academy course, let me just pull it up here. If you do have access to the first option here, to ignite your trading journey, get started, get activated, and see how you can take these trades also very simply, to be honest, we do have that higher trend momentum, member from the weekly, that we are going up. So from this lower time frame, we can look at the 1 hour. We see that we are in our area of interest from the higher time frame. This would be like a 4-hour zone. You can see that there's a lot of conflict in this area. There's been point in times where the market has turned around prior. And then apart from that, we do see that there have been bearish candles, 4 bearish candles, actually 4 hours. And then bullish activity started to come into the market. That is a very good sign. You can place your stop loss other side of the zone. In this case, it would be rather thick, much thicker than the one I have here. But I go into the course, I go into the trading guide to explain how you can get smaller get smaller stop losses, better risk to rewards, and stay safe in the market. Be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. Just had to go do some life things. But where are we? So yeah, we're still making moves up. We've been on the live stream now for what? mm, 38 minutes, 40 minutes. But yeah, we did have bullish opportunities. We seen buyers come back in with that 1 hour candle, especially with the 4 hour candle. These give ways for opportunities that you can capitalize on, even if you were to use your fib. Like, there becomes so many reasons for why you can actually get into the market. It's just, do you have those few key principles, risk to reward? Do you have a strong mindset to not, cower out when you get into your trade, not become too opinionated once you get into your trade? Just remember reason you got in your trade, and are you valid or not, really. But those other things, top down analysis, your understanding of candlesticks, how are you interpreting these candlesticks? you know there are people who see bearish candles and will just buy continuously in those bearish candles, thinking that there is like this is reason to buy. And while that may be a part of certain people's plan and it works for them, it's all up to you to just make the puzzle work. There has to be those key features. So when you look at things like your risk management, as it's mentioned in the first degree and in the free trading package for you guys as well, the initiate trading package, it goes in there as well to explain the risk management as to figuring out the important numbers. What is your risk to reward rate, and what is your not your risk, your win rate and your average risk to reward value. If you can figure out what those two numbers are, you'll have a greater understanding on what you can choose to increase, whether that's going to be increasing your risk to reward, whether that is increasing your how you're choosing your trades, like the filtering of your trading process. All those things can then be adapted if you can figure out what those two numbers are, and you can really just work from there. Take risk to rewards that make sense, risk less to gain more, just general concepts. You can apply those things, you'll just do great. Stay level headed. Don't stay level headed. No much other ways to put that. But let's see if we have any news coming out. Today's Tuesday. We just have 9 o'clock. That's in 50 minutes. We're not going to stay on here for the entire live stream. Next, we do have to go work out. But yeah, this is I mean, yeah, I'm not going to necessarily say all that, but we are rejecting this support area as it is currently. I will definitely be exiting this trade by 3-4 o'clock, just about an hour, 2 hours before the market closes for the day. We are still considerably up. This is a risk to reward of 6.1. We're up 27 pips right now. So remember, I think we lost 2 or we lost 3 trades prior. Lost 2 or 3 trades prior. Start of the week. So first opportunity, lost 1R, negative 5 pips. New move, still on EG 127 level, and this was risk 1 for 12.77. That one was lost. And then it says we did another, so that one ended up losing negative 3 pips. Then we went in for our next opportunity. We didn't trigger into this one, and we canceled it because the new day was coming. Then we set it back up an hour after at 6:15. Then we did trigger into that trade. Pretty nice. No. Incorrect. Looks like we did come back. Stop loss hit on that position. So we did end up losing the 3. And then we came back, set up the same position, because I'm just going with the momentum here. And the momentum tells me that we would have upside pressure given the weekly. And I'll rather be wrong going in the main direction than being wrong going against it. And so triggered into that one, 6.1R. And then currently we're just sitting here. Currently we're just sitting here. Right? It would be what's happening right here is generally the same thing that happened right around here, where we broke above the area. There's some period of consolidation. I explain everything I know. I've placed that information there. It's kind of like my personal diary, my personal journal on trading, things that I accomplish. I put it there. Just helps me remember what I was doing at the time, or whatever the case may be, but I can share this information with everybody there. But the market goes through several periods, and every different traders, whoever you learn from, will explain in different ways. But the market is constantly going through periods of pushing and consolidating, pushing and consolidating, pushing and consolidating, pushing and consolidating. It's just kind of the procedure that it goes about doing. Now, you just have to take a good time to think about what process are we currently going through on this time frame, because different time frames will be going through different processes. Not necessarily that the weekly is consolidating, so the 5 minute has to consolidate. It's more so every time frame is doing a thing of its own, and it's really beneficial if we can make that weekly time frame, that daily time frame, whatever that higher time frame is, monthly, yearly, that time frame figured out, or not necessarily figured out, but you should have a better idea about that general time frame, and then from the lower time frames you can move in that direction. It's the same thing. Like, I read a book which I'm going to share with you guys too, like coming up soon. It's called Eat That Frog, and it's basically about planning your schedule, planning your day, planning out your life, just it's about planning, making sure that your stuff are organized. And so that book goes to explain something that I ended up adapting into my schedule years ago when I read it. But you need to have an outlook for where you want to be in a year. You need to have an outlook for where you want to be in 10 years. Earl Nightingale gives a good point where he's like, you need to have an outlook for where you want to be when you're 65 years old. When you're retired, where do you want to be in life at that point in time? How much do you want to be worth? How much are you worth today? And what are you doing right now to make sure you're in that position you want to be in when you're 65? Important information. But regardless, um, you need to focus on the whole planning situation on perspective. So when you think about where you want to be in 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, that helps make better decisions today. Like, if I know that I want to be a doctor in 10 years from now, the decisions I make today can be in line with becoming a doctor in 10 years. Same thing with trading. If I know that, I'm not going to say necessarily no, because the market does work in probabilities and things just like this. But if my analysis would lead me to basically what it's doing now, where we are rejecting support going to the resistance, I can be on the lower time frame, like this 30-minute time frame, and I can find reason to go with the higher time frame, find reason to go up, right? Everybody's finding a reason for things. There's some traders, and I used to be one of them too, who would jump into the market and take both sides of the market, not necessarily at the same time, but you go in a long position, you lose that, you get into a sell, you lose that, you go back into a long. You better to just pick one direction, wait for that move to be complete, or till you can call it complete, definitive by your own rules. I have my own rules, and I would always say a trend that makes a new high or makes a new low, that is a continuing trend, just because trends need to progress. Simple enough. Trends need to progress. If a trend's not progressing, then it's not trending. what we're gonna do, just because do have to work out soon. Work out, get breakfast, read. But we're gonna run another game. I don't normally wait on the market, but at this point in time, we're just chilling, just hanging out. We're gonna let this do its thing. I do need to work on my openings and all of my basic skills. I'm not gonna say I'm that good. Not gonna say I'm that good at all, but improving for sure. Yeah, this box area is still a key area simply because we did have some sort of consolidation and it would act as support for us. If we do go down, I would see us. I would see us come down to a degree of this or this. Just to one of these candles. Worst case. To be honest, we have the same potential here. This whole thing has moved up very fast. Let's just put it like that. Do want to make the rest of the way here. These would just be areas of support that I would just keep in mind. That's really all of its significance. But yeah, as I mentioned before, sure you guys will go back and rewatch it. Make sure you're in the Discord. You can hit me up on Instagram if you don't have access to it. Access is anywhere you would really normally find it. Find it on Instagram, you can find it on YouTube, you can find it on the website. It's all there. Okay, he moved his bishop. He's attacking both of these. Yeah, we have news at 9 o'clock. We have news at 9 o'clock and then not news at 10. I know these are USD news, but USD does have the tendency to affect other things that are not necessarily USD related. Simply because of its global power. It's global representation. Okay, great. This guy has a higher score than me too, and he's from India. I'm gonna say from Sri Lanka. Don't beat me if I'm wrong. And that's not in India. Yeah, you gotta when you take the time to do your planning, play chess, think about how it takes to get a few steps ahead. You know, your brain just starts to move in different ways. I know people that do no planning whatsoever. It's a simple day by day process. And I used to think that too, go day by day, but stop thinking about what you're gonna eat today and start thinking about what you're gonna eat like next week, what you're gonna eat a month from now. That that helps shift the focus from today to, I can save, I can accumulate, I can take the L today to win tomorrow, you know? Okay, great. Did he take anything? Yeah. And he can take my bishop. Take my bishop. Take my knight. Mm, he's not gonna take that. He's not gonna take the pawn because I'm gonna take the rook. If he comes and takes this, I take this. I think this whole situation is fine. What I want to do though is get this out of the way. There we are, 3 and 4. We're at 4. Want to be able to push that to 20. Okay. Can't take that. Take that. So far, support's holding, and that's a good sign, right? Other good sign, we have bullish market structure. A little ugly drawing, right? We did go through a period of consolidation, but we're going to have all those things. There's going to be higher highs, higher lows, or there's going to be uptrend market structure. There's going to be consolidation, a series of that. And then the trickiest stuff, you're going to see some lower low structure in the midst of the higher of the higher time frame uptrend, right? So we know the main trend is up, but yesterday was down, right? That tricked us out. That caused us the loss. But if we stay true to our plans, if we stay true to our direction, we would have came through for the dub like we are now. Okay, he's threatening my knight. I can move here for safety. And then I can try to take this out. And I can take this out. I'm safe here. We're at 5. We're at 0.8705. My copy. Okay, he's getting his queen active. Protection there. Boom. That way I can end up threatening the king. And I just need to get this piece out of the way. And I need to get this piece out of the way. I'm going to advance it, threaten it. Threatening mine, eh? Okay. Let's do it. I need both of those pieces out of the way regardless. Are we gonna get the progress we're looking for? This would be the type of thing where you can enter the market again and look to go up, but the reason why I'm not necessarily looking to do it because I'm already in my position and I'm super comfortable with this. It's gonna be a 6R position. Even if we were to close now, probably at least 3R. Stalling the move on this. He doesn't want to make it for some reason. First person to make the move here, I think, wins this battle. I'll take this. He takes this. Right? I'll still have my pawn here. I take this. He takes this. I take this. This queen won't come here. If the queen comes near me, I'll take it with my queen. And I have this. And I have this supporting this too. So if he ever comes over here, I'm just taking that. But yeah, slow progress, I don't really ever be waiting on the market because I just place the trades and I go do my life things, to go do whatever I need to do. Because you can't really wait on the market. If you wait on the market, you're going to wait forever. The market does not work on your time. Okay, he moved that as expected. I can do this and I can put the king in check. And then he'll take it. And then I can still keep the king in check with my queen. Right now, me not taking this is protecting me by this. So I'm just going to advance this and just take this. He's not going to put his queen up for risk. And that's a dumb move. Yeah, if you guys hop on, we can play chess together. And then I can beat you. But we only have a little bit of ways to go. We have 16 pips to acquire. He moved that piece. Okay, neat. You should have took this. Buddy. Always gonna target this one. I can move it out of the way, or I can take it. If I take it, he's gonna take this, and then I can't do anything about it. So my best move is to move here. Threaten that. I think this game is mine. Maybe too early to call it, but... What did he just take? My knight. My knight. I'll take that. Easy. No high volatility. But we're currently in the last stretch here. This is 17 pips that needs to be gained, 18 pips from that marker. If you don't understand how I broke down this pair, how I analyzed it, you gotta just go back. Go back, taking this from the support. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, I appreciate it. Here, I wanted to see what the current risk to reward is. So, we have 6-1 here. Damn. Oh. Yeah, we have 6.1 R. Then currently we're sitting at about 3.72, locked in 2.3 R. So not bad. Not bad. We'll get there, but I'm not going to stay here for the whole thing. This may take forever and then I'll accomplish nothing today besides this. But yeah, let's see. So, damn, did a lot right there. Hold on a second. Okay, so he made first move and they said excellent. Excellent. Mistake. Inaccuracy. Mistake. I did a great move. He's good. Good. Excellent. Inaccuracy. Shut up. Okay, we're an hour and 6 minutes in. It's 8:35. You may just have to catch the rest of this on the Instagram. On the Instagrams, you know? Might just have to catch the rest of it there. I will be out. Next 4 hours is 12:30. And then about 2 hours. This trade has progressed a long way now already. It has progressed very far along its way. It's actually almost done. We're probably about 60% of the way. I mean, there would be reasons for entry around this area, but just understand that there's a greater risk. There's a greater risk to the trade in case the trade were to still turn around at this point. It's just a reality. It's a good thing that we just, from our entry position, we have areas of support that can hold us if price were to collapse. Right? And on top of that, we have just a stop loss security. So those are things you want to be able to have supporting your price in the direction that you're going to. And especially for like this big support that we took the trade at. It's a decent support, so we can trade from that area. And it's a higher time frame support. There's more reliability in that support. So yeah, we would look to act in that support for best opportunity. I'm gonna make it up to 5 right now. Gary V texted me, said T with Gary V is coming back this morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard live. What time do I start my live? Realistically, start the live at 6:45. That's what I'm supposed to do. That is my schedule. That's what I have on my schedule. Do I do it all the time? No. but we're getting there. I'm building my office. I'm building my office up, and so when that is ready, I'll be able to just fully work right in there, and we can do the whole live stream thing there a little better there. But yeah, that'll be built. Call it, we're in September right now, October. Give them a month and a half, something like that. But yeah, if you're not in the Discord, be in the Discord, because the Discord is where I am sending all my work. I was sending it previously in the Telegram, but I'm just not using Telegram too much, and I do want to, like, all this stuff really just acts as a journal for myself, right? And if I can share that with you guys and have you guys benefit from that, then that is just totally great. That's super awesome. And yeah, just I get to record the way that I think about it, the way I do it, my perspective, the trades I'm taking. I share those, and yeah, those are all looked. Those are all looked. But yeah, we just need the momentum to really kick in. 9 o'clock for the New York session may be a little more active. And I want to say as well, the stream is supposed to be 90 minutes. Stream is supposed to start at 6:45 and it's supposed to end at 8:15. That's what I have on my schedule, but it just so happened I didn't sleep all night. I woke up at 3 a.m. and tried to sleep until like 5:30, and I was just like, okay, just do some work. Yeah, and if you're wondering what the time is, I'm not sure if you can see the time. Yeah, you can see the time. Um, yeah, so I woke up about like 5 hours, 40 minutes ago. Believe it or not, I took like 3 melatonin gummies and I never fell asleep. And then so just here, just working out a little. Back to the review. So great. They wondered why I moved my queen. Don't worry about it. Doing great work here. Looks like we ran into a series of good moves there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at these guys wonder why I moved that. They say you ignored a great opportunity to play checkmate. Ah, with the knight. The knight could have went there and played checkmate. But why would I guess that makes sense, but make him suffer, bro. Take some pieces off the table. Make him realize his doom was coming. Realize I didn't checkmate him to win the game. He forfeited the game. So I still won. Much more detrimental to health to remove pieces off the board rather than just go for the king. Depends on the objective. Different versions of chess you can play with different pieces. Some, like, there's a version of chess I play where the pieces are completely random. So sometimes the opponent might start with, like, let's say 7 queens, and you might start with a rook and a bishop and 3 knights. You know, like, the odds may be heavily stacked for you or heavily stacked against you, and it's to see how you would play the game, basically. I think that one much more realistic than basic chess, but all good for the mind. Cool. And then that was game. Yeah. Once it hits 9:05, we're calling this done. Sorry, we're not calling the trade done. We're calling the live stream done. You'll see it on my Instagram. I'll show multiple positions because I have a few. I have like, yeah, I have a few positions here. Let me see how much in total. A few positions, about 4, 5. Something like that. Yeah, the market. There's not much volatility to go with the market at this point. It's not one of the biggest movers. Think about it. This is the 5-minute time frame that we're on, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The last 9 minutes, no real new highs. It's just last minute was new high, but they're all in the same area. They're all staying just about there. So that shows you. Keep in mind, we went from push, consolidate, then our next move would then be a push. Give it 20 minutes. 20 minutes, 15 minutes. 15 minutes to the new hour and 5 minutes past the new hour. I also need to get my book list in order of all these books that I've read, but I'm trying to make something out of them. Slow movements. Weekly time frame. The 1 hour is forming a doji. We have 15 minutes left, but let's see. Just forming a doji. Rejecting the support. I don't like to judge active candles. You shouldn't judge active candles. Let them close. Because we all need to keep in mind how fast candles can move and how fast price can move. And so something that appears to be bearish can close very bullish. Right? Let's not act on these things. Let's not judge. Ooh. Ooh, things just got exciting. Today's Tuesday, right? Kids are going to school right now. Twelve and a half minutes. 12 and a half minutes left on the clock. After this, I'm gonna go make a little soon and go work out. 30, 60. So yeah, we just have a little bit ways to go. We're almost within the 10 pip range. Almost within 10 pip range. Could be on some other pairs. The other ones would be going short. But the thing is, see, these are at the support already, so it's a harder issue to short them. You would be doing it from like mid zone. This one's good. It's the retest. Retest Friday, Sunday, Monday. This one got a rejection. Yeah, but we're not in those. So this is bullish. This is experiencing some bullish activity. There's some bullish activity. But I would say even this week is a bearish week though. Yeah, we got nothing but bearish weeks here. Crazy. And it's so much easier to capitalize when you go down on the lower time frame. And yeah, sure, there's gonna be fake outs. There's gonna be counter trend movements to the upside and things just like that. But you need to focus and remember that you need to be going to the downside. That's your focus point. One hour, we're pulling up to the 127. If we are going to influential areas, we can come up to this area. That's also in line with the 161 before looking to tire out or even rising up to this area. Yeah. Not moving the strongest. Nobody, that's my name. You guys should join me on my fitness journey. I've been working out every day. I've been recently motivated to work out. I've been doing one additional push-up every day, and I'm currently at 41 push-ups. I started at 16 push-ups. 16 to 41. I believe I started the end sometime last month. Yeah, most likely this will be the only opportunity for the day. and then I would get in on something tomorrow, probably late at night, or like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, somewhere around there maybe. One of the additional things that I don't really like about this is the fact that, well, right now we're liquidating this area because we have the resistance here. So right now this whole thing is currently liquidating it. I would imagine there would be more liquidation with a higher increase of price. And then the things like these levels that I marked out here, even like for the ones down here, I would imagine these ones get hit out too when the market structure ends up coming back down to this area. We should be out by then. Should definitely be out by then. Gotta ride the wave. Gotta see. And we'll give it 11 minutes. Is your internet connection? We said what? We said we have news at 9 o'clock. Oops. He has to move. Oh. Thought he had to move his queen, but he could move this one too, and I guess he could have moved that one. Okay. So price falling to some degree. Can show that some volatility may be added given that the New York session the New York session is going to open shortly. My turn. Let's just keep everything the way it is. Ooh. 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 Ooh, man, this guy's finding every spot. Every spot I don't think of. Going for this next, because I can't do anything about it. He's going for the pawn. I can't do anything about it. Oh, missed move. About 5 minutes left on our clock. Bummer. Bummer, dude. A minute and a half. Still having higher high structure. Get a sudden urge to just blunder the game. And we're basically back into this support area. All these candle areas have all touched and mixed. So let me just delete this. Yeah, I think we're gonna just blunder this game. There we go. Delete. Yeah, all these candle areas to the upside have all been filled in. It was only this area here, just a tiny bit looking that we're interacting with now. It's the new hour. We have the news coming. Some USD news. So let's give it some time. We have an alert set. What to do, what to do. We're just gonna go 5 minutes over. Bro, don't play with me. I am willing to lose. This guy, he has less points. Where's this guy from? I have no idea what flag that is. Not the slightest clue. He's not taking this. Put my king in check. Five-minute candles, right? So gotta wait for this one to close to do something. Upon our first initial rejection of the support, we can put a fib there, and I believe we would be rejecting one of our extreme areas. The only thing that gives us less validity is the fact that it's on the 1 minute time frame. Just trying to do my king in. This is what I'm talking about. So when we look at the structure, we can see not that. Push up, down, up, down, up, down, right? And then this is like a lower low structure that's formed. From there, we basically go swing low, swing high, and we're at the 127 level. Both the 127 and the 161 level do act as influential areas. That's why I want to do a queen for queen. Do act as influential areas. But you have to, oh yeah, 5 minute time frame, not 1 minute. A pot on top of the fact that it's the 127 area, we also had this area marked just given that there was kind of like a little gap here between the wicks, and so there's a general theme that the wicks do get covered, and they get covered at some point in time. Not to say they get covered like quickly or whatever the case, but some point in time. Um, yeah, so even for same thing here, there's kind of just there's kind of just space. Call it that. Don't want to get into it, but there's kind of just space there. Damn, I thought I made a false move. I could have moved right here and I could have been completely safe, eh? It's okay. We're moving up. It's not bad. Remember, we have news. 2 USD news, JPY news, and then the yen. None of these are European or pound, but you can see the effect, right? There's a there's an effect of of a different flow of money being injected to the market right now. Whether that is by the US economy just opening up 9 a.m., or whether that's because of the news that just came out that is USD related, or because of the, let's say, the yen news that came out as well. Whatever the reason is, I don't really care about the reasoning for things because things are going to happen for whatever reason. Look, things can one thing can happen for many different reasons, right? One thing can have multiple causes. So keeping that in mind, thanks for the loss. Ugh, that's game. I could have said that was game a while ago. But yeah, given the fact that remember I'm just playing it off technical analysis, not because of the news things, but we did have the rejection of the 127 and that area where we just didn't have the area filled. Bro, what is this guy doing? Play the game. Capture the king. Yeah, so there's many few different things that just happened right there. But the main thing that happened why we got this price move is that there is a increase in buying pressure. There has been money added to the market in the method of buying for the euros and less of the pounds, and it resulted in the increase of price. Now that the New York session is here, I would look to see the bullish pressure continue higher to continue our target. Let's go, buddy. I don't want to do the should I just you want to do a draw? He declined the draw. You should just do the draw, bro. That way we both that way we both don't lose. Is he gonna reply? You think he's gonna reply? uh, that was stupid. Why should I stop using Chrome? Too generic. Is that it? But yeah, I would love to get in and out of the market during the live streams, but I'm not necessarily going for scalping trades at the moment. The account that I have that I'm using right now, it's not able to really scalp. So because of that, I just end up taking higher time frame trades, 1 hour, 30 minutes, those type of things. But yeah, I am not gonna take up all your time. I'm not gonna waste your day. I'm not gonna waste mine. And we're gonna let this trade just develop off screen. I'm going to go work out. I'm gonna go get breakfast. And I will catch you guys on Instagram. If you're not following my Instagram, make sure you go follow. I will be posting the result of this trade there. And we can all talk about it there. Basically. Yeah. I'll look into that Chrome thing though. You have piqued my interest. 127 level. We're 11 minutes in the hour. And we've been live for 142. Yeah, we're going to cut this off really, really quickly. But yeah, this is what we look like. What we look like right now. Last 30 minutes was bearish. Last 1 hour was bullish, but this one came back to support. Think of what happened with last week's Friday candle, Monday candle. We just look at this week's candle to see how we can deal with, this current 1 hour candle to see how we can deal with it. If it does close bearish, if it does go bullish, we'll just wait and see. But for now, we are still bullish in this. Our levels are still holding. And yeah, like I mentioned, 24/7 pips or the Pip Academy, all on Instagram. If you want to start learning, make sure you go over to thepipacademy.com. All the information's there, or just hop in the Discord, talk to me, show me some charts. Next live stream, you can actually show your own charts here if you want. Just make sure you're in the Discord. I will send that I'm live. You can join, you can show your charts, and I'll break it down. We can talk about it together. Catch you guys in the next live stream. Peace.